Alright, welcome to Kanban Farms and our 2-second lean. I've got myself here, Kieran Hales, and I've got Jason here. We're going to be talking about our 2-second improvement of how we stock gloves. There's actually a little bit more into it, and so Jason's going to explain what currently happens if gloves run out. Go for it, Jason.
So right now, if gloves run out, basically whoever it may be, one of possibly 40 different caterers, servers, someone working in the kitchen, someone working in the dish room, many possible people coming in and out on a weekly basis. Just ask whoever they might recognize as being here most often, and that would be their easiest way to find out where gloves were. And we are done with asking all those little simple questions. We want a simple answer to go with it. So we're going to identify all the rooms of the house and the place that things are stored, backup is stored, and then we'll have a signifier underneath an object or item that can run out, and when it does, it'll have a clear way of showing you where to go get that.
You said it in a much more beautiful way than I would have even thought of saying it. So we're really looking at gloves first, but we know this has an impact on everything. So we could have just defined the room the gloves are in, but as soon as we realized we were probably going to do that, we needed to look at the whole property and say what the room is, give room codes, potentially shelf codes to where things are. We can't really show you the current state video of somebody not knowing where to stock gloves. We just don't have anyone here today, but we're going to work on how to improve the situation. So we're going to spend probably the best part of the day looking at it. So this might not just be a 10-minute job. This is probably more like a few hours, but we're going to come back and show you what we've got. All right, so welcome back. So definitely spend a little bit of time with Jason working on this. There's a lot of little steps we needed in order to simply put up our diamond behind where the gloves are currently stored on the station. So Jason, can you tell us some of what we've done?
Hi there, how's everyone doing? So what we did to make sure we could label things correctly in the storage space, we have some maps of the property, and I made a nice little template with all the rooms of the house and the barn and numbered them, so we can now show underneath the gloves the exact location that you can find more gloves, where to stock those gloves.
So we got a little diamond that we haven't put up behind the gloves, but I'm going to show you where our gloves are quickly. So me and Jason are going to walk in there. There's a few people working in the kitchen today, so there might be some background noise, but where our gloves are currently stored, we've got a company called Continental in our kitchen right now, and they actually don't know where things are stored, so this is a perfect time to help them. Is this little diamond is basically going to sit behind where the gloves are down here. So now it says FH4 2I. So if I don't have the gloves, I'm going to go look for FH4 2I. Now that's not super helpful until you know what the key is, which is what Jason created with the map. So he's got an Excel document right now. We're working on putting it into the map format, but for right now, we can stick this document that says what FH means, what 4 means, and then 2I. But me and Jason are going to go look at what that means downstairs. So Jason, you can go. I'll follow you on it, and you go down the basement. We're looking for farmhouse, room 4, and we're looking for shelf 2, item I. Does that make sense?
It does.
And I think we might improve, just while I'm standing here doing it, we could define on the diagram what FH means, which is the building. Then the 4 is the room. So we
have farmhouse.
Yeah, we did
and
it.
then we'll actually add basement to signify the stair, and then the 4 is this chemical room where we keep.
And so you can see we've just tried it in a piece of tape. This is our first stab into this place. Is that this relates to the farmhouse, it's room 4, it's going to be shelf 2 and item I. What really means is that once we get better at this, we'll have defined every room. So I'm going to come into this very small chemical room. So we can see we've got shelf 1. So it's over here labeled really quickly just with some blue tape. Then we've got shelf 2. We've got it lettered for each product. And so over here where it says I, is where the gloves are and where we're going to stock the gloves. Now what's great about this system is we can move these things around a little bit and reorganize, which part of the 5S in just walking in here, just trying to get this relatively simple stocking system set up is we realized just how disorganized the chemical room, even though it looks tidy. So one of the things we understand is that in our 5Sing, it's not just about being tidy but easy. I made a comment that it would be good that the gloves potentially live closer to the door because it's an item we're probably going to stock more often. So to reduce my movement, to reduce my motion, is to have it close to the door, being a quick, easy thing to stock. What else thoughts have you got?
Well, yeah, it's exciting that with these signifiers, we can put these under all of the things that will need stocking, and then once people are able to use the system and learn where things are, and with a map, you can use this universally, and like here instead, even switch out products for the I's and the H's, and it'll always relate to the exact thing you need it to.
Yeah, and what nice thing is we'll be adding the Kanban, even though we call them combines here at the farm, onto the gloves so we know when we need to order them as well. So I mean, it's nicely integrating the full system. So this, I think, on FastCap they call it a spider stock combine system, which really is just a stocking system. So just excited to get that started. We got to get into some meetings, so we're going to let you go. So thank you very much. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.